Hey y'all, I'm Nikki and today's video is all about my everyday makeup routine. This is more of a glamorous full coverage look. I wouldn't necessarily do this every day, but when you want to feel extra special but not overdo it, this is my go-to. My first step is to prep and prime my skin. I'm using Bite Cosmetics lip mask to give my lips a little extra moisture before I put on a matte lipstick. And for my skin, I'm using MAC's Prep and Prime Natural Radiance in the color yellow. My next step is to color correct and conceal. I'm using Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Serum Corrector under my eyes. And as you guys can see, I have this hyperpigmentation on the side of my face. It's something that really kind of bothers me for like forever, and I have chosen to conceal it whenever I put my makeup on. LA Girl Pro Corrector in the color orange. Once I've applied my products, I am going to blend using my beauty blender. I spray my beauty blender with MAC Fix Plus just to make sure that it is moist. That way it's not super hard, because a dry beauty blender is not anything I want to beat my face with. Also, by adding moisture to the beauty blender, it's going to soak up less product, and I am going to blend until my heart is content. I blend, and then when I think I'm done, I blend some more. For this look, I'm using a neutral shadow and a bronzer for my eyes. But first, I need to prime my lid. I'm using MAC's Layin Low Paint Pot. Once I've used a brush to actually apply the paint pot, I'm going to blend it with my finger. I started out trying to use my beauty blender and I just don't have one that's small enough, so I'm going to use my ring finger so it doesn't apply too much pressure. For my foundation, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick. I have it in 2 shades, and I'm using the lighter of the 2 for the center of my face, and I'm using the darker for the outside. Before I blend, I spray MAC Fix Plus to help the products glide across my skin easier. I find that with creams, sometimes they can be a bit heavy, so I want to make it as easy as possible for application and also for blending. To blend, I'm using my artist brush. I love how tightly packed the bristles are on these brushes. It really glides across your skin pretty smoothly, and making sure to evenly distribute the product to give you a good foundation coverage. Alright, so this is my contour. Now this step is completely optional, but I feel contouring adds the definition back to my face after I've concealed the blemishes away. I've chosen a cream foundation that's about 2 to 3 shades darker than my skin tone. When contouring, blending is imperative. No one should be able to see your contour line. I'm applying this directly under my cheekbone and around my forehead. I do what I can to make this sucker look smaller, and supposedly contouring helps, but I don't know about all that. To blend my contour, I'm actually going to go ahead and use my beauty blender, and I'm going to actually push it back up into the hairline. A lot of times people forget to make their makeup go past their hairline, and they leave with like a mask type of look around the edges of their face. Make sure that you go all the way to where your ears meet, where your hairline meets, and also down your neck a little bit. I'm adding a tiny bit of concealer under my eyes to brighten and blend any remaining shadowing that I may have. And as you can see, I have a little bit of a crease that's there from where like my under eye meets like my cheek. So I'm gonna make sure that I blend that out. For my complexion, my last and final step is to set my makeup with a powder. Under my eyes, I'm using Ben Nye Banana Powder. I swear I'm going to be using this for like the next 15 years. When all the hype was going on, I bought a huge 8-ounce jar of this stuff, and I've not even scratched the surface of half of the product being gone. For the rest of my face, I'm using MAC's Mineralized Skin Finished and Ben Nye Topaz. I'm going to mix the 2 together to create a great shade for me. After I've applied my under eye powder, I'll apply my shadows. If I have any fallout, I can wipe it away with the excess banana powder. For my crease, I'm using Nars Casino Bronzer. I'm going for a nice glowy look, but without a heavy shadow. So I do have eyelash extensions, so I'm making sure that when I'm applying my shadow, I don't get it all over my lashes. They're a little bit hard to clean and high maintenance, so I'm going upside down versus how I would normally add my shadows. And that way I can make sure that my lashes are easy to clean because I'm not going to use mascara on them. And on my inner corners, I'm taking just a little bit of highlight to really make my eyes pop. So to fill in my brows, really all I'm doing is filling in places that I don't have hair. I don't necessarily do the whole let me redraw and reshape my whole eyebrow. I go with my natural shape. They're a little bit thin. I do have hair on my eyebrows, but they're more on the thin side. So I'll add additional color to them to make them look a little bit thicker, but I'm not gonna try to create a brand new shape. I just wanna fill in what I already have. And then for this look, I'm not really going in with a concealer to highlight my brow. I'm just using a little bit of powder to clean up any excess. So now that I'm done with my brows and my eyes, I'm actually going to use just a little bit of bronzer and highlight on my cheeks and clean up my under eye area, and I'm all done. I really hope you guys like this video. I know it's not necessarily a tutorial because I am not a makeup artist, but hopefully those that are non-makeup artists as well can pick up a few of my little tips and tricks that I like to use when applying my makeup. I don't try to create a whole new face for myself. I just want to have, you know, a good accentuation to my situation. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and also become a part of that notification gang. Come on, girls, what y'all doing? So I will see y'all later. Bye.